Hello and welcome back to our Benjamin Franklin Civilization 7 scientific campaign. This is your host Scott Venom, and we are going to be continuing where we left off. We are currently at war with José, Xerxes, and Ahsoka. José is advancing his tanks up towards Baghdad. Baghdad has been quite I'm not going to say troublesome, but quite a difficult town to defend with it being here right next to Hatshepsut and Jose. We did push up and captured Delhi, Kabul, Argos, and Thibai from Xerxes, and then at the top of the map we captured Mobilian, Capua, Ravenna, and in the last episode we captured Roma from Jose. We do need to move this aerodrome commander over because it is probably going to get attacked by those units. And we're going to dig up a artifact or excavate an artifact. I've never done much with the explorers before. I don't really know what they do or how you even control them. But we're learning something. We will move on to Nixon. I'm just going to scoot my microphone over a little bit. We are losing some war support against Jose, so we've got that -1 war wariness. To worry about going forward. District have been raised.
Just as modern mass production requires a standard.
We can grow our city. So this is Xerxes' former capital. It does have a +6 science, so let's grab it. We are quite significantly in front of the pack in terms of science output, Jose. We are going to drop his science down as part of the war. Let's go nuclear fission next, and we're going to do that science. Here's our chance to change some policies. Let's get this one for the distant lands units. We can lose some food to get extra science or lose happiness to get extra culture. Let's do the happiness and culture one because we can spare a good bit of happiness. We're making 775. I don't know why it keeps popping up that we can do stuff there because we're currently raising that city. Don't know if this ship can. Oh, it can. Defeats that unit, and we can push the tank in there. I'm not sure how a settler stays up against the tank, but that's neither here nor there. We'll continue to use our naval forces to just dominate Ahsoka. Let's bring this fleet commander over that side of the map. And then we have our level 5 army commander back. So let's move him over, and we're going to move the squadron commander down. So Baghdad is getting attacked by this tank, so we'll use the AT gun there. And then we'll also use our Strucker plane to get rid of that tank. That should get rid of those tanks completely. It does, and we've got Strucker over here as well. Sit Osaka with that. And then we can move our tank over here to take Osaka. Maybe. I'll have to move it there first, and then there next. We have our aircraft carrier up here with a heavy bomber, so let's continue to bomb Tokyo. Let's use that Strucker on the center district again on Tokyo. Now, ideally, if I actually had any influence, I'd try and get open border with the Hatshepsut to move my naval forces here, but we cannot do that, and we also cannot send them around the other way, so we are kind of stuck in that capacity. I will move that, and we'll... Actually, I don't have to... Okay, we cannot do much anything there. We will rehouse that Strucker. Do we have any other planes at all? I don't think we have any over this side of the map, other than this heavy bomber, so let's move that as well. We are gonna move this army commander down, hopefully around here, because Xerxes' last 3 cities, Kazam, Samara, and I don't know what this is, are all over this side of the map, and they are too far away for our aerial support right now. So we have no more aircraft there. Argos and Thebai are both being raised. We will continue to move our tanks down. I don't know why we cannot heal. There we go, we can heal it now. Who is that? Malay hostile. That must have been from an independent power that's no longer here anymore. Easily get rid of it, and we get our commander some experience. We are not going to peace with Jose. Probably could have gone to peace with Ahsoka, but we are getting some war support, so I don't know if it's really necessary to go to peace right now. Let's rehome everyone there. Is this in range? Don't really want to waste a bomb, but that howitzer is too close. Take that out, and then we will attack the howitzer over here. I don't think we have any more in the aerodrome. We do not. Let's continue moving our infantry down towards Xerxes' remaining cities. Our battleship is healed up, so let's move him over there. Let's move everyone back inside this army commander. He says, I see misclicks. There we go. We captured another district. Can we hit? Oh, I can't believe we can hit that. Didn't want to do that because I think we're going to lose that tank. So let's actually not do that. And our submarine is going to continue to make its way over there to attack that fleet commander. Where's our other? We got a fleet commander making its way up and round, so let's speed him up a little bit. And let's use our bomber on Osaka here. It should hopefully clear this out. Ready for our tank to move. Never mind. We're gonna have to use one Strucker as well. Now that should be enough for our tank to move in and take it. We're obviously not keeping that town. Not really anything there that we would need or really care for. Now we will continue to attack this district. If I was thinking about it, we probably could have used those on the tank that's right here, but hopefully we got this. We do have an AT gun. And we have this commander to focus fire this infantry on the tank, and we managed to take it, so wasn't too big of a deal. We are going to move those units over towards Lahina, I believe that's how that's pronounced. We are not 12 turns to raise. Wow. I guess it's because it's so big of a town. When really there isn't. I wouldn't think there's much to it here. But we do gain some silk, so let's throw silk. We already have one place to put it in the city, so we will throw it there. And continue the siege of Tokyo. Capua is finally in our empire, so we'll grab a cargo port, we'll grab a grist mill, and let's grab a... should we get a tank? Let's get a hussar, actually. They are unique units to us, so we'll grab one. Now, I don't think we have any other factories because we haven't connected any other places to our railroad network. Railroads are just overly complicated in this game. I'm not sure why. And that commander will skip their turn. Is that worker inside some fortifications? That's ridiculous. So Stone Town is a friendly independent power, so we're not going to mess with it. But what we can do is move our units over. He says maybe we cannot. I guess because that is cliff, that's why. But we can move that commander over towards Jose's town as I lose my voice. We'll replace that farm with a launch pad, and we will get this little bit of land here that does improve our food resources in Madrid. Well, I think I just bombed a random... I did. I just randomly bombed a plantation. That is not what I was wanting to do. District defenses have been destroyed, and we will work on this district next, which is the town center district. We don't have any others to control there. Jose is making his way over. We would get a major defeat if we do that. So let's move our AT gun out. It's still made us a stalemate, so now we can do a focus fire. Okay, so they're still a little far away, but we can attack the units in here. I guess Hatshepsut and Jose are probably at war. We have 2 points in our airdrome commander when using ground attack commander ability, and then let's grab this last one. Packed bombers gain the splash ability. Enemy units and tiles adjacent take 50% of the total damage. And then we will get our first airdrome commander commendation. Our Hussar is ready, so let's move him on over to Tokyo. Did not mean to randomly bomb a district, I believe. Yeah, his aerodrome is there, so let's... Oh, we cannot attack the aerodrome district. I guess we can bomb the aerodrome district, we just can't directly attack it with our fighters. I don't understand why you do like a focus fire or anything with the commander and it just doesn't do the animation. This can be able to gain 60 science. That's not really what I want. I would have preferred if we could have healed, but beggars evidently cannot be choosers. We will bring our fleet over to Chiang Mai. We will do a naval raid of that as well. Let's heal up the tank. Then this tank can move its way down towards... Do we attack Kazan from this way? Or do we go this way? Let's go down that way. May end up losing that tank next turn. Probably should be putting our units in a commander over here, but we're not. What? Who do we lose? We lost a tank. Amina has made peace with Xerxes. So I would put a bridge there, but we don't really need the gold. Lord's gonna take 9 turns, even though we have quite a high production output. Let's grab an aircraft carrier over here, and then we can fill it with some more aircraft. Argos is being raised, so it doesn't really matter too much on its specialization. Let's continue to push this down closer towards Xerxes. Surely it's in, yes, Kazan is in range of the bomber. And we got ourselves another promotion, but this time on the squadron commander. So let's see. Infantry units can pack in and deploy. I haven't done airlift operations. Unlock cargo drop. Heals a land unit and all adjacent land units. Cavalry units can be airdropped. Units can move and attack after being airdropped. So that's pretty cool. So we can move infantry units into the is it squadron commander? And then airdrop them and then attack after if we have that ability. So even though this is technically the 4th season, if we're doing this in seasons, I'm still learning the game. There's still a lot of the game to learn. Let's bomb this tank, and then we will zoom in and ensure we attack the correct district this time, after we get that tank anyway. That destroys the tank. I believe that's everybody. Okay, so I can do a bombing of the aerodrome. So that damages the aerodrome, so I assume Jose cannot do any air defense. I'm wondering why Jose's science is not that far behind ours. I just wonder why he hasn't gotten that far in terms of advanced military units. I'm not sure if it's just because of the difficulty we're playing at. It's not like we're on a low difficulty, but that's what I'm wondering. We'll take Pognala. Not much of anything around here that I really want. It's gonna take 22 turns to raise. I'm gonna do this, and it's not. I don't know why it doesn't do the animation. I suppose if we kept one, we probably could have put an aerodrome over here. Let's convert this to a city. Spends a boatload of gold, but we can get an airdrome. Probably unnecessary aerodrome. That's also not connected to our empire, so there's no factories that's going to go in it. Destroyed that land ship. Is this a Mina? Yeah, like we said in the previous episode, Amina's really cashing in on this alliance. Forgot the word for alliance that she has with us. Her gold output per turn is ridiculous. 19 settlements. Really, I would think we are doing a lot of the work, and she is just swooping in at the end, like in that war with Confucius. I felt like we did a lot of the attacking, and she didn't really do much, and was able to capture Confucius town. I might actually do a bonus of this series. I'm not sure how. So we got 66%. We do have quite a bit of the age to go, but I may do a bonus depending on how far along we are in this space race. I may do like a bonus special at the end of the series. Let's automate exploration because we've still got a bit of sea that we need to discover. José!
I am become death, the destroyer of worlds.
Man, our Mac really struggles with the stage transitions. So we've got 2 more turns until our launch satellite is complete for the space race. We do have a good bit left on our Railroad Tycoon, but let's continue on with Valladolid. So 57-53. There's quite a lot of space to move into up here. Let's grab that first, and then we'll expand upwards. But yeah, I may actually do like a special at the end of this series, depending on how far away or how far along we are. So we could do Operation Ivy for the militaristic victory, but that's not really what we're going for. Let's get some explorers, do a bit more of that. Excavation will be complete in 2 turns. Really wants us to do defensive. Also haven't done too much in terms of this town focus. So we got growing fort, urban, resort, farming, mining, hub town. Camps, woodcutters, clay pits, mines, and quarries. I mean, it does have some mines. No, let's change that into a mining town. Sure. Doesn't really do much for us, but we can get a rail station. So we can allow it to get a factory, at least. So we don't have any planes there, but we do have some here, and we are going to need to get rid of those units. Make sure we hit the right district again, and we'll get rid of that commander as well. Is that everybody? Okay, that was everybody in that aerodrome. 2 turns are to get over here. I think every district is destroyed. We are in rough terrain, so movement is going to be a little slower. Well, we do have one available nuclear weapon. Do we drop it on Jose? Because I don't think there's any point in dropping it on Xerxes. We will clear the path for our tank to move down this road. And let's actually move this tank over here, 6 turns. Do we drop a nuclear weapon on... So I want to keep Tokyo. Oh, I think we should drop one on Shakokia. I don't know, that's how you... Oh, it's out of range? Oh. Never mind. We have a promotion available. No valid air targets, so let's rebase. Rome is not part of our empire yet. Ravenna doesn't have an aerodrome. Okay, now we have visibility. Oh, perfect. We have visibility in Tokyo, which means we can attack those units. I think that's everybody. We actually have 2 points here. So let's get this logistics and... I think that was one... The... +2 unit. There we go. I knew there was one somewhere that allowed more units. It's just that did a whole lot of nothing. Get rid of that land ship. And our fleet commander has now made its way over. I don't think we're going to be able to unpack in this turn. No, we will not. But next turn we're going to be able to unpack. And then we can finish off or capture that. I believe Ahsoka's got one more city over here. Okay, but we are going to end this episode off here. I really do appreciate everyone watching. And the next episode, as our army commander gets attacked by Japan. In the next episode, we are going to continue our wars. I feel like we say that. Well, we've been saying that at the end of every episode. But hopefully we'll be able to capture Kazan in the next episode. And we'll be able to move our units over to capture the remaining 3 of Xerxes' towns. We should also be able to launch our satellite in the next episode as well, so continue that space race legacy path. I really appreciate everyone watching. See y'all in the next one.